welcome to this Football Manager channel, and we're going to go through a tactic I hoping to come up with that can actually win you games and take you invisible for an entire season without cheating or using a game editor. It's a very clean formation that works, and I'm sure it will work for you too. I've used this since 2017 Football Manager Mobile. Between there, due to the tweaks in the game here and there, it kind of didn't work out well, but then I formulated it again in the 2021 version, and I'm going to share it with you. It's a very good system. It's different from the ones you've seen before. It's a 3-4-3 system. I'm sure you've seen this system being used before. It's not the first time. We're having a goalkeeper, of course, then 3 center backs. The center backs are in the center. Then 2 midfielders in the center, 2 wingers or wing backs, depends on how you see it as the game goes on, and then 3 attackers. I prefer to first let you go through the formation so that you understand how it fully works, than just giving you the tactics and you go straight away to use them. I prefer it to help you understand them very well when I explain them to you and how the system works to make better sense. It says 3-4-3. I'm sure you've seen the system being used in. I'm sure you've seen Antonio Conte use this formation in Chelsea. He first used, I think, 4-2-3-1, and it failed, and then switched back to 4-3-3, and it worked for him. He had Cahill, Splueta, and Luiz, and I think that's when Luiz was actually seen as a very good defender, being in the center of the 3-man defense. Kante, Matic, and the wing backs. Shall get to the wing backs. The wing backs are very crucial in this kind of system because they have to defend and also do the attacking. So they are very important. He also had Costa and Hazard in this 3-4-3. So that's one of the systems that I've seen it being used. It was also used at Juventus, where there was Bonucci and Cellini and Bazzagri. It was actually called the BBC. Bonucci, Bazzagri, Cellini. That was also the system was also being applied. Then again, the 3-man defense was applied with the Holland team or the Netherlands team during the World Cup 2014. They used it to defeat Spain 5-1, where they had Bruno Martins Indi and these other Ron Vlaar and De Vrij. Those 3 guys, they played very well in the Netherlands team. They then managed by, I think, Van Gaal. Yeah, and now another department that has 3 players in it is the attack. We're having 3 strikers, 1 center, and they're supposed to be 2 inside forwards by the game standards. But when we use inside forwards, these people kind of delay to get into the box, and by the time they do, the system doesn't work well. So they will be central, they will be both around the box. You see the system as it goes on, but you've already seen this kind of systems thrive with MSN, that's Messi, Neymar, and Suarez. So we shall be having Suarez in the center, Neymar, and kind of Messi coming in from the sides. You've seen the BBC, the Cristiano Ronaldo, Bale, and Benzema formation. That's another good another good trio. Yeah, you've seen Salah and Mane plus Firmino. That's another good example of this 3-man attack. Even back then, Fergie had formed one with Tevez, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Ronnie, and yeah, that was really good. Meanwhile, you might have noticed we skipped giving examples of the wing backs or the wingers we could be using in this game, but the kind of wingers you could think of is Victor Moses and Marcos Alonso. They were very good for that Antonio Conte team. So almost we're using Antonio Conte's 3-4-3. So they play very well. Victor Moses and Marcos Alonso, they're providing in assists from the wings. So that's one of their core roles in this game. Assists and falling back and helping with the defenders. So when we are attacking, we shall be like 5 players in front, and we are defending. There are still like 5 players. So we have 5 players in attack plus the wing backs, and 5 players in defense plus the wing backs. and like 4 players when the wing backs come back and neutralize with the central midfielders. Yeah, so and another good example for the wing backs, Arnold and Robertson, they can play that kind of formation very well. They're very good offensively and defensively. So I believe players like Dani Alves and Marcelo, the Brazilians, they can also play that kind of formation very well because they're also good going forward and coming backward. So you can think of the players in that line when it comes to the wingers we shall be using in this formation. You'll notice that we haven't talked about the central midfielders. Central midfielders have to be good overall. That's good. They have to be good offensively and defensively. The reason we shall be using central midfielders, the reason is they don't go much forward. They'll be around the box. So in case of any balls that come back, they can shoot in. And they're also good at defending. So when in case of an counter attack, these guys are always there. So you can think of a player like N'Golo Kante. Team up N'Golo Kante with any of your favorite midfielders. Think of any great midfielder you like and team him up with N'Golo Kante. So any good midfielder like Xavi can be a very good midfielder. Xabi Alonso, Mascherano, Ole Gerrard and Lampard, they can all be good midfielders, but pair them with a person with N'Golo Kante's characteristics. He also has to be a little bit good to be heading balls. He has to have a good aerial technique and tackling, passing, creativity. He has to be good overall. But of course, it's hard to find a good overall player. There are some very core skills you should have, and we shall look at them later. Some of those core. But the central midfield, yeah, get N'Golo Kante character and team up with any good midfield, and you'll get what I'm talking about. You've noticed we haven't talked about a keeper. Well, with this formation system, you realize that we hardly ever face any shots on goal. You can go an entire game and no one has shot at your goal. So the system is actually 2 things. It's very defensive and attack-minded. We shall be having lots of shots at goal. Yes, I've taken you through all the basics of the game. So when you start applying the tactics, you will definitely be understanding what I'm talking about. So however bad a keeper you are with this formation, you can be good. You can keep clean sheets. It's very attack-minded and defensive. This is also a system that is possession-based. So think of a system or a formation where you keep clean sheets, possess the ball and have a higher dominance on it, and plus also score goals like nothing. You can now subscribe to the channel so that you can watch out for more videos about the whole management transformations that I'm going to run you through. The next video shall be showing you the formations, and I'll be playing games, so you'll be watching how a certain formation works and why a player has a certain role and all that. So just subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.